Yo, welcome back, Xycor here, and today in our Religion Magnus showcase, we're gonna take a look at the baby bunny of the Wilkwoods. Yes, this bunny is a Magnus you would like to snuggle, but it slips out of your arms due to its jelly-like skin. Yes, this Magnus is Babybit, one of the cute Magnus in the Voca Coast area. Actually, it's in the Wilkwoods area. Yeah, it's a little bunny, basically, without feet, which is a little awkward. But yes, it has a tail, it has front paws, but it has no feet. It's just like a blobby rabbit that bounces on its butt, or something like that. Anyway, so yes, in this Magnus showcase, I'll tell you what it takes to evolve them, what they do, you know, all about them, what they eat, what they do on the farm, all that stuff. So, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe as well. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'll show you exactly where they are, or where they spawn. So, I'm going to head over there. Okay, here we are at the entrance to the Wilkwoods Island, which is the forest island. And as you can see, the baby bits are right here on this area. And I believe they're also on the next area. Let me see. I believe they spawn on, yes, they spawn in Babybit Lair and Sunny Lagoon. So that's where they are. And yeah, you can see they don't have any feet. They just hop on their butt. And you can see they're kind of clear, so they're like jelly, really. And they come, which is kind of like blippling, yeah. So that's another. They're very similar, as you can see, but they've got ears. Anyway, let's look at their information. Get on here on the Magnus to the Wilkwoods, and Babybit is right here. So, they are a class of gunslinger, and their behavior is passive. And as far as I know, gunslingers basically are, well, they shoot from afar. Of course, that's what a gunslinger would be. So, and I think it's kind of like a magic attack from afar, or something like that. So, its body is very absorbent. Being left in water for too long will cause it to balloon uncontrollably. Likes dry land. So yeah, apparently they're like a sponge. They'll just soak up the water that they're by, or something like that. As for their favorite food, they like burko, and these are fish that you can get. I think you can get them in the Sunken Falls area of the temple, and I think in the Mystic Isle area of the forest, and in the Witch Marsh as well. So yeah, something to remember for those. As for their liked food, they like aqua crops and fish. So you can pretty much feed them any aqua crops and fish. Your best bet is to probably just feed them aqua crops, because they're a lot easier to get than the fish. As for the drops, they drop Jellybit stalks, Jellybit gems, and Jellybit slime. So yes, they're very slimy, which means that if you had one as a pet, they'll leave slime all over your house. That would not be pretty to clean up. As for their attacks, they have Jelly Burst, a burst of tiny jelly bubbles that damages enemies. And that takes 5 stamina and has a 5-second cooldown. As for their farming skill, they can water a 1 row by 3 column area. So, useful for watering your field. As for their passive party buff, they give magical attack plus 5%. So yeah, they're pretty interesting. If you want more magical attack, this is what you do. So let's tame one here. I happen to have a couple of burkles with me. So hold. Let's just throw it at it. And he slid and accepted it. But he didn't actually accept it. Because, yeah. Come on. You like these burkles. There we go. Next time I'll have to remember to bring 5 of them. And then you just tame them like normal. Keeping the taming area as close to the middle as you can. Okay, so it looks like they are around level 16 here. So that's pretty nice. And you can see there's a bunch of them here. So I will attack from afar. Yes, they use it. This is their melee attack. It's a little magic attack, as you can tell. It does magic damage. Looks like you can shoot it pretty quickly. And they've got a pretty good range on them. No, not you. So yeah, the range isn't too bad. There we go. So let's check out the right-click attack. That is a kind of a spin, and it looks like it does magic damage as well. Let me see on that again. Did that cause a status? I think it might have said that. Let's see. Oh no, it just damages enemies. Okay. It looked like it caused some sort of status right there. Let's see. Yeah, that causes some sort of status. Just for a very temporary time. But it's interesting. It looks like it's probably a slight AoE attack where it can attack everything in the area. So, now let's go take a look at its watering. So in the field, let's get it lined up here. Using right click, can water a 1x3 area. So pretty useful. It is a little difficult to line up though, of course. So yeah, not bad. So now I will get this to the level to evolve, and we'll see its next evolve form. So to evolve it, it actually only requires level 15. So when you get it here at level 16, you don't really have to level it. All you have to do is get its affection up. So let's check out its evolved form requirements. Get over here, check out Babybit, go down to evolution. Now, its evolved form is Jellybit, and it requires level 15 with greater than 15 int, 2 affection, and a mudlop. So I will grab out a mudlop here. I have one. And my Babybit's stats, it actually came with 30 int right off the bat, so I don't even have to put any points in or anything. Oh, and I'll grab my mudlop. There we go. Hold that. And I will throw it at it, and it should evolve. There we go. And it's evolving then into a Jellybit. And they gain feet, as you can tell. So yes, this is Jellybit. Pretty interesting Magnus. It's still just as jelly, but it's got feet and bunny ears, and it's also got a fluffy tail rather than a long tail like that one. So let's look at its information. Go over here. Back on here. And on Jellybit. So, it is a class of gunslinger, and its behavior is passive. So yes, they are also gunslingers. They will shoot from afar, and they will not attack you as well. Having grown limbs, the Jellybit is finally able to do a cartwheel, if it practiced enough, that is. So apparently, they're able to do cartwheels if they practice enough, because they have limbs. Before, they did not have limbs except for 2 little stubby arms. Anyway, as for its favorite food, it likes mudlop. But it also likes aqua crops and fish. So yeah, pretty much any aqua crops you can feed it, and fish as well. As for its drops, it drops Jellybit Stalk, Jellybit Gem, and Jellybit Slime. As for its skills, it has Starburst. Releases a burst of light from the star on its belly, stunning enemies. And that takes 10 stamina and has a 7-second cooldown. As for the second skill, it has Star Blast. Fires a star-like projectile that knocks enemies down. And that takes 10 stamina and has a 10-second cooldown. As for its farming skill, it has a watering of 2 rows by 3 columns, which is useful. As for its passive party buff, it gives magic attack plus 10%. So that's also useful for magic users. So let's check out its skills here. Get to attacking some stuff. So that is a magic attack. This is its melee attack. So pretty interesting. It's got a little bit of range on it, but not too far. Interesting. Okay, that's its left click melee attack, just its regular attack. Let's try the right click attack. Right click attack stuns. Okay, so that's not bad. And looks like it kind of hits in a little bit of an AoE. Let's try that again away from... I was trying to see if it travels or if it... Okay, so it just hits right in front of it. It's not an AoE, it just hits right in front of it. I see. Okay, so let's try the Q attack. Okay, so that is a... what? Let's see. So it's mainly just a attack that it shoots out in front of it. Let's try it again without... Okay, so that looks like it goes a pretty good range. Not bad, not bad. Let's try it right here. Just gotta wait for the 10 seconds. How far does it go? Oh, it goes pretty good. So it basically shoots out a projectile in front of it. So, not bad, not bad. They're pretty good with magic, is what it looks like, because that's a magic attack too. All of its attacks seem to be magic attacks. So, not bad. Yes, that is a magic attack. So now, I will get this to the required level to evolve. And actually, let's head to the farm first and check out its watering skill. And its watering skill is a 2x3 area. So as long as you can line it up, right click, and it will water your crops in a 2x3 area. So not bad, not bad. Pretty useful. Just lining it up is probably the most difficult part. Okay, now I will get it up to required level to evolve, and we'll see what it has for that. Okay, finally have it to the requirements. Let's check out what it takes to evolve it. Over here, and over here. Get to the Woods area. Well, I clicked on Babybit, but yeah, it's fine. So, Jellybit evolves into Gumbit, and it takes level 45. With greater than 50 int, 5 affection, and it takes a slide-in. And slide-in you can get in the Mystic Isle area of the forest, as far as I remember. I believe so. So, head back out here. I have mine. I didn't even really have to put any points in. It gets high level int on its own, so yeah, it should meet the requirements just by itself if you even leave it. So I will take the slide in, hold that, get off there, there we go, throw it at it, and it should evolve into Gumbit. There we go. Now it's got a scarf. Yes. It's, I guess you could say, looking kind of snazzy. It's still got jelly skin, but now it's got a fluffy tail and a scarf. An integrated scarf along with its bunny ears, which is very odd. So let's take a look at its information. Over here. Gumbit. Now, it is a class of a gunslinger, and its behavior is passive. So, yes, it is a ranged user, just like the other versions of it, and just like its unevolved forms. And of course, it won't attack you either. Unlike some of the other more evolved Magnus, it can pass. I should say it won't attack you, whereas some others do. The rainbow-colored scarf is actually part of the Gumbit. It can change colors depending on its mood. So yeah, that's kind of interesting that it has a scarf that can change colors based on its mood. Yeah, it's kind of weird. As for its favorite food, it likes slidin'. And it also likes aqua crops and fish. As for its drops, it drops Jellybit Stalk, Jellybit Gem, and Jellybit Slime. So pretty much all three of them drop the same items, which is general for most Magnus. As for its skills, it has Star Buff. Psychs itself up to increase its own attack power. And that takes 10 stamina and has a 10-second cooldown. So pretty interesting. It basically increases its own attack power, which is kind of nice. And then it has Jelly Salvo. Throws many balls of star energy. And that takes 15 stamina and has a 7-second cooldown. And then it has Star Strike. Knocks down foes with a giant ball of star energy bowled towards them. Okay, yeah. A giant ball of star energy bowled towards them, yes. And that takes 20 stamina and has a 10-second cooldown. As for its farm skill, it can water a 3-row by 3-column area, which is pretty nice. As for its passive party buff, it gives magic attack plus 15%, so great for those magic users. So this is one you'd want to have on you quite a bit if you're a magic user. So let's get off here. There we go. Let's check it out here. Get in here. Now, its melee attack is a magic attack, but it looks like it reaches quite a distance, which is pretty nice. So yes, you can tell that's its gunslinger attribute kicking in. So pretty good. Now let's check its right-click attack. That raises its attack and magic attack. So yes, it raises its magic attack as well. So let's try this. Now, I wanted to do this. Get back here. Okay, so it does a little bit more damage, yes. It was doing like 70 some before, now it does 100 to 155. Not bad, not bad. Pretty good. So that's nice. But now it's doing 74, so it seems like it wore off despite the fact... Oh, there we go. Okay. The icons were there underneath its name for a little bit after it left. Okay, so that was its melee attack. Right-click attack is the damage buff. Let's try the Q attack. That's a magic attack multi-hit attack. So it's like you could say slappers. How far does that reach? Oh, it reaches a good range too, so that's actually nice. That's actually pretty cool. So all its attacks are quite ranged, except for the attack buff, of course. Let's try the E attack. Oh, and that does pretty good damage. Okay. And it was like a big bowling ball heading towards them. And that was also a magic attack as well. So yes, all of their attacks are magic attacks. And then, of course, it's easy to miss. But then I don't think I was targeted onto it either. Let's try that again. Oh, and then, of course, yeah, Dune Pups jump past you, so it is a problem. But they do attack kind of slow, as far as what it looks like. Their melee attack doesn't attack all that fast. And it looks like it just keeps doing the same thing. It doesn't have a combo attack. Yeah, it doesn't have a combo attack, unfortunately. So it's a pretty cool Magnus. And yeah, it can water your crops. So yeah, let's get back and I'll show it watering crops because it's a 3x3 area. But otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty nice ranged Magnus. So let me get back to my farm. And the funny thing is, you ride on its head as well. It's pretty funny. So it's farming skill, and yeah, you gotta line it up. But once you get it lined up, it is pretty nice. 3x3 area, as long as you hit right click to hit it. There we go. So yes, it will water all of your plants in a 3x3 area. Although there's no water animation coming out, which is kind of odd. I really don't know on that. Interesting. But other than that, it's pretty good Magnus. It's got a nice magic attack, it's got nice range, and as you can tell, it is actually pretty fast. Look at it run. Yes, this is a fast Magnus. If you want to travel, this is your Magnus. At least so far in my playthrough, this is probably the fastest Magnus I've seen. But of course, you know, I don't have a lot of fully evolved Magnus either, so anyway. So yeah, it's a pretty good Magnus, and as for like stat build, I would say, I mean, it's got all magic attacks, so you'd want to go all magic. Let's see here, look at its stats. Yeah, you'd want to go all int, pretty much all int. I mean, of course, some endurance as well. You could put some into luck, you know, for some crit chance, and I mean, it looks like it has enough wisdom on its own to possibly, you know, be pretty good with it. But endurance you'd want to have for defense and some on health as well. And I mean, I guess if you wanted to go focus for crit damage, you could, but mostly you probably want to go endurance and int. That's my thought on it. At least that's what I'd do. And then maybe a little luck just for the crit chance. But otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty cool Magnus, and yeah, pretty fast, as you can tell. Let's get out here. Yeah, they run pretty fast. Run around. You can run around the entire town square. I should say town circle. It's not a town square. So, yeah, that's it for this Magnus showcase. If you like this jelly bunny, hit that like button. I really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, and of course share it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.